me come from outside? Can you see that though? Oh. Welcome everybody, Coach Roach here. Yeah, you know, I had to come in here, do a quick intro, do a little backstory for y'all. So, I'm from Jamaica, Westmoreland, Jamaica. Start up. Now, do I talk to them Jamaican? Or keep going back and forth?
You can go back and forth, get them a little. I know, right?
I'm like, yeah, welcome everybody. Coach Roach here, you know, from Cheat Code. Roach Gang.
Man of Phoenix, what time is it? It's about to be trading time, so I gotta head back. I'm just gonna float back.
Shit, this one's a little far today. Everywhere, we're here, worldwide invested.
Welcome to Zanzibar! Zanzibar, Hakuna Matata! Worldwide invested!
Everywhere, the bookstore, gallery, I'm gonna show you this place soon, all right? So I just had to come in here and give you a backstory. So I'm from Westmoreland, Jamaica. Big up the thing, right? I moved from Westmoreland to Long Island, Jamaica with my dad. Maybe like 10 years, 15 years now, right? From there, you know, seeing everybody live easy, simple, chill life. But you know, you don't know what's going on because everybody's still working, right? From there, I was playing soccer. After I was playing soccer, I wasn't really feeling up north anymore, soccer in like Canada. Come back down here with my cousins, basically start doing pest control. So like, I've only been playing soccer my whole life. Like no real, you know, no real work, no real anything. Honestly, playing soccer, that's what's paying for most of my stuff. Getting me from place to place, that's what I'm really doing. You know, doing some trapping. That's what you gotta do. I don't know what else y'all was doing, but I wasn't going to work. So doing some trapping, doing some of that, right? So then ended up saying like, maybe you wanna change. So my aunt actually hit me up and my cousins, they were like, yo, we're in Georgia. Come down to Georgia, see what's going on down here, right? I'm like, all right, let's go. Boom, boom. My cousin also just bought a house and he was saying how rent was crazy in New York. So I was like, okay, let's go see, you know, do your own thing. Come down here, we start doing the pest control company that he's doing, running that. Go in this one guy's house one day, and he's like, yo, I'm trying to ask him like, yo, where should I spray? What should I do? He's like, yo, like, hold on one second, just go spray in the kitchen for now, basically, some shit like that. I'm like, brother, what? He's like, yeah, just spray everything possible, because he's not paying attention at all. So I'm like, all right, I'm just trying to leave. So I go back, spray, come back. I know this not even like 10 minutes. So it's like not even 10 minutes. I come back, talking to him like, yo, I don't know when I'm gonna come back, just let me know. Boom, boom. He's like, yo, I just made like 3K. And I remember that day, like it was yesterday. I'm like, all right, bro, what? 3K? I'm out here all day running around these houses, bro. Taking out spider webs, going under people's crawl space. I don't know, getting rats and stuff, checking out the holes underneath the house. But bro, you just did this in like the time I was at your house, 10 minutes. I had to really get Jamaican under brother. I said, yo, me not left. Me not left until you show me what that is. I'm like, no way. He's like, all right, yo, I got you, but not right now. And like looking back, I could tell at the time, like it's crazy because he's in the trade and I'm trying to talk to him. Like if anybody ever tried to talk to me in the trade, like they'll probably know, like you should probably disappear because like that would be crazy. But like he still helped me out, so I respect the dude for that. But he didn't message me for a while, long time, probably like 1-2 months. But I'm already researching myself. I'm like, money on the computer, 10 minutes, 3,000. I'm looking up everything I know what he's just doing. I'm like, I see the thing chart, but I'm still not really finding out nothing. Honestly, my little brother, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, you know about something like this? He's actually telling me that he does, but at the time, he doesn't really know too much about it either, but he was living with someone that did it. But like, I think it was options trade, like Forex trading something, right? And then like, so we don't know, we still looking it up. Then homeboy just hit me up out of the blue. Like, yo, I got you. I completely forgot like a stack of videos. And ever since that day, yo, that's how I really started trading. Like, he sent me a psychology video, which was a big, like, I think that's the biggest help for me. Y'all should really pay attention to that. If I didn't have my psyche, I definitely wouldn't be here, because trading is crazy, right? But he sent me the psyche video, the indifference to money video. He was sending me a whole bunch of those videos, and the Adam Koo video. And ever since I got that, I was like, boom. Like, it was that day I found out, started watching people online, they making 3,000. You know, you start feeling right. Cause I'm like, I'm about to do this. You don't know, but I'm like, I'm about to do this, yo. Go on there now, right? Start looking on YouTube, find a lot of people streaming live. This dude named Bye Bye Money. I start following him like every day. My boy is like showing you what he's doing. He's trading it live. Like, you can follow him. If you follow his old live, that's my dude. Shouts out to him for real. If you follow his whole live, like, he'll really teach you step by step. That's why I'm doing it now, right? And then one day he comes on, he's like, yo, there's this thing called prop firms. I'm getting one, da-da-da-da, they funding you. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So now I can learn trading. I don't need my own money. Just focus on the skill, which is all I've been doing for like the past now. This is like 5-6 months. I'm just focused on the skill, focus. Get the prop firm, started getting it going. Failed like twice, right? You gotta deal with that, but learned a lot of stuff during that time, like how I'm doing. Literally just in those 2 times, it was always about getting feedback, you know? It's not about just losing, it gotta be something that's happening, tweaking something, putting something here, switching it up, you know? After the 3rd time past it, got my 1,500, and that was it. It all started from there. To be honest, I quit my job.
Quit! I quit!
Literally the next day, I was like, yeah, no way. Because I still had the account, was getting paid. I'm about to get paid out again. I'm like, no way. I did this from still doing pest control, doing lift, in between or after pest control or before trading. Oh, online jobs, but I didn't want to do lift. Like, yo, in between all that, I was still trading. So I was like, all right, let me just put everything into trading, full 100. And then, bro, it's just, that's him. I created him.
I'm him.
This is him. I don't know what, like, you know, might be stopping a lot of y'all from trading, but I think you just gotta start. Try it. That's why I'm here. All the coaches are here, right, to help y'all so you don't make the same mistakes, stuff like that. Like, it really gotta make sense. I think when you're doing the trial and error as well. I thankfully just went online. I'm a dig for it guy. If you believe, right, you gotta see and believe. I just kept seeing people do it, so believe, and then I just took a shot, man. And ever since, just been here. Now I'm still funded up like 10 accounts. Just got paid out, still getting paid out, teaching people how to get paid out, teaching people trading my own cash account now. So if it wasn't for that path, definitely wouldn't be here. So I'm here to pass that on to y'all. It's gonna be hard, but we can all hold our heads together. It's all right. And last thing I will say is just keep going. That's all that's about. You just gotta keep going. You could be here Chico too, babe. Everywhere, Roach game. You want me to come from outside? Can you see that door? Oh. Welcome everybody, Coach Roach here. Yeah, you know, I had to come in here, do a quick intro, do a little backstory for y'all. So, I'm from Jamaica, Westmoreland, Jamaica. Start over. Now, do I talk to them Jamaican? Or keep going back and forth?
You can go back and forth, get them a little. I know, right?
I'm like, yeah, welcome everybody. Coach Roach here, you know, from Cheat Code, Roach Gang.
Man of Phoenix, what time is it? It's about to be trading time, so I gotta head back. I'm just gonna float back.
Shit, this one's a little far today. Everywhere, we're here, worldwide invested.
Welcome to Zanzibar! Zanzibar, Hakuna Matata! Worldwide invested!
Everywhere, the bookstore, gallery. I'm gonna show you this place soon. All right. So I just had to come in here and give you a backstory. So I'm from Westmoreland, Jamaica. Big up the thing, right? I moved from Westmoreland to Long Island, Jamaica with my dad. Maybe like 10 years, 15 years now, right? From there, you know, seeing everybody live easy, simple, chill life. But you know, you don't know what's going on because everybody's still working, right? From there, I was playing soccer. After I was playing soccer, I wasn't really feeling up north anymore, soccer in like Canada. Come back down here with my cousins, basically start doing pest control. So like, I've only been playing soccer my whole life. Like no real, you know, no real work,
Recording
no real
in
anything.
progress.
Honestly, playing soccer, that's what's paying for most of my stuff. Getting me from place to place, that's what I'm really doing. You know, doing some trapping. That's what you gotta do. I don't know what else y'all was doing, but I wasn't going to work. So doing some trapping, doing some of that, right? So then ended up saying like, maybe you wanna change. So my aunt actually hit me up and my cousins, they were like, yo, we're in Georgia. Come down to Georgia, see what's going on down here, right? I'm like, all right, let's go. Boom, boom. My cousin also just bought a house and he was saying how rent was crazy in New York. So I was like, okay, let's go see, you know, do your own thing. Come down here, we started doing the pest control company that he's doing, running that. Go in this one guy's house one day, and he's like, yo, I'm trying to ask him like, yo, where should I spray? What should I do? He's like, yo, like, hold on one second, just go spray in the kitchen for now, basically, some shit like that. I'm like, brother, what? He's like, yeah, just spray everything possible, because he's not paying attention at all. So I'm like, all right, I'm just trying to leave. So I go back, spray, come back. I know this not even like 10 minutes. So it's like not even 10 minutes. I come back, talking to him like, yo, I don't know when I'm gonna come back, just let me know. Well, he's like, yo, I just made like 3K. And I remember that day, like it was yesterday. I'm like, all right, bro, what? 3K? I'm out here all day running around these houses, bro. Taking out spider webs, going under people's crawl space. I don't know, getting rats and stuff, checking out the holes underneath the house. But bro, you just did this in like the time I was at your house, 10 minutes. I had to really get Jamaican under brother. I said, yo, me nah left. Me nah left until you show me what that is. I'm like, no way. He's like, all right, yo, I got you, but not right now. And like looking back, I could tell at the time, like it's crazy because he's in the trade and I'm trying to talk to him. Like if anybody ever tried to talk to me in the trade, like they'll probably know, like you should probably dissipate because like that would be crazy. But like he still helped me out. So Rate rising. I am a successful probabilistic trader who has absolute faith in God, in me, and my path of limitless abundance. I only trade my strategy at key entry points, which is a result of high-level performance. I am disciplined. I'll never be broke again. I have control of my thoughts.
I deserve this life. Positive, happy mental every day. I am truly limitless. I am I focus only on performance, not outcome ever. Neither. The only thing that matters is the process. I am the greatest trader. Ask and it shall be given to. Seek and ye shall find. Monitor 3-bar or 1
They just
chart.
destroyed that divergence I told you about earlier.
Oh yeah, they went for that new
I am
extreme.
only
That's what I was
process.
looking for. They just
Think heavenly, think
They
godly.
destroyed it.
Gratitude to learn,
Yeah,
always for
savage.
everything. Not just some things, everything. Let's go, gang.
Great rising.
I am a
some
consistently
news
successful probabilistic
right now.
trader who has absolute faith
I wasn't
in
really
God
trying to get
in
on
me
too
and my
early.
path of limitless abundance. I only trade my
Here we
strategy
go.
at key entry points, which is a result of high-level performance.
That was crazy. They really went all without us. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You see that same action on like the double top, like little lower high?
Yep, I saw them put in a double top. I was like, wow.
They
It
tried,
really is a repeating pattern.
yeah, they tried to do the little break and retest, but didn't happen. But maybe they could do it now, after the news. Oh, I gotta read my little pamphlet.
The battery is low. Please replace the batteries when you can.
Oh, you're funny. Alright. I am a consistently successful probabilistic trader who has absolute faith in God and me and my path of limitless abundance. I only trade my strategy at key entry points, which is a result of high level performance. Oh, yes. I am disciplined. I'll never be broke again. I have control of my thoughts. I am the observer. I focus only on performance, not outcome, ever. Ever, ever. I am the greatest trader. Asking it shall be given to, seeking you shall find, knocking it shall open unto you. I deny error. I have health, discipline, and wealth in abundance. I know I am what I think about. I am just learning. I deserve this life. Positive, happy mental every day. I'm truly limitless. I'm controlling my thoughts more and more each day. I rule my destiny. And so do you all. That's why we're here. And for our strategy, we have start the timer, accept risk, enter one tick above or below, two-legged pullback, fail two-legged pullback, low or high, high or low, fail breakout, triple test, break and retest. Place stop one tick above or below our signal bar. For our up moves and our longs, we have our tier 1s, tier 2s, tier 3s. For our shorts and down moves, we also have our tier 1s, tier 2s, tier 3s, size up and down accordingly. Trust the unknown, measure risk to reward, and most importantly, breathe, be present, reinforce your true desired beliefs while you're trading. Monitor 3-bar and 1 minute chart. I am only process, lock in near risk to reward. I'm only progress. Think heavenly, think godly. Gratitude to learn always for everything. For everything, not just some things. Alright, so we got new extreme. And technically, yeah, we're still going down, but I can't be looking for the down move yet because I already got this break here. And I got the new extreme, so I should be thinking about possible reversal. Of course, this is strong. I also have a possible target for the 2 legs down, but just according to the rules, once it breaks this low, I can't keep going short anymore. That's just how it goes. I've been listening to this Randy Howell, so let's listen to this Randy Howell in the background. We got some news, 9:45, and forgot what at the time, but we got some time after that. Run this. Run Randy. 50K challenge starting tomorrow. So again, just good to get into mindset. We didn't quote unquote start yet, but you don't like start, and be different. Maybe start from today just to reinforce some stuff, even if you're just practicing and you didn't start with your 50K account yet. But tomorrow, we fully started up.
The most consistent problem that I see every day with aspiring traders is this: they don't want to lose. They'll do anything not to lose. And what they don't realize is their attitude about losing is in fact what's holding them back. Most people have grown up in a world where hard work,
Randy
they can
coming
push,
for the
they
neck
can make
early
things
in the
happen, and the more
rising.
effort they put in, the greater the
Comes for
likelihood
you.
that they're going to win and not lose. It's
Tell you
very
like
important.
it is.
And at the same time, when they get into trading, the exact opposite happens, is they have no control over winning and losing. And it flips them out. It takes them, particularly when there's real capital sitting there at risk, and all of a sudden it's, oh my God, this is real loss. That trade has turned against you, and it's reaching closer and closer to that hard stop. What do you do? What do you do? I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. What you have just triggered, friends, is an ancient circuitry for survival.
I think a lot of people kind of have that, what he's talking about sometimes. I forget who I was talking to last week in the group, but he was saying, you know, like, when he's in the eval stage, he's all fine. Oh, my little brother too was telling me this. When he's in the eval stage, he's all fine, you know? It's regular. Okay, he knows what to do. He's in the trades, he's waiting, blah, 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 whatever, right? It's no big deal. But as soon as he gets into the PA account, it's like everything just shakes him up, basically. And he doesn't trade the same, he doesn't think the same, he's not behaving the same. That right there is dangerous. But it's gonna happen, right? We just have to kind of get used to it. And I just think the more you take the loss, the more you try stuff, and you know that one doesn't work how it should, it's just gonna help you. As you come here to win, remember you're here to lose as well. Take both sides of the sword.
The mammalian brain does not understand winning and losing. It learns something very different. It learns about dying, giving up your energy for another, and taking energy, winning. That's what it knows. And all of a sudden, you have pressed your thinking brain into a situation where it's facing life and death. Of course it's going to fight to the finish. A saber-toothed tiger is attacking you. You are going to do that. That's the programming that you bring into trading. And in other areas of life, it's done you well. In trading, it doesn't, though. Trading is about probabilities. The truth is, if you're going to become a consistently profitable trader, you're going to have to become a really good loser. In fact, really cherish your losses, about being able to maintain small losses rather than having something exaggerate and go ballistic on you. So ultimately, what you're going to have to do to be able to become an elite trader, consistently profitable, is you're going to have to change your perception about winning and losing.
All right, so real quick, I always like to look at what's leading what. This is the ES chart, okay? We had a downtrend on the ES as well, right? In ES, this is the new extreme, basically. This has to break past this level. This one don't count. And you can see we just passed the level. Meanwhile, on NQ, we've been past that level. So just something to take a look at. ES might be behind the NQ today, possibly.
And in here, the very first thing is most people get into trading because they think, oh my God, you know something, I can have personal financial freedom, and I can also have this personal freedom of being able to do what I want to do.
That's right,
and they don't realize that, yes, that's true. Trading does offer that opportunity, but what most people don't tell you is that you're going to have to change the way the brain interacts with uncertainty to be able to do that. And friends, very few do that. Most just think, I'm going to try harder, work harder. But that's not the way it works. So what we're getting here is this, is that you're hardwired in a way that's going to cause you not to be able to perform well under pressure with capital at risk in trading. You're going to have to take that hard wiring coming from your evolutionary psychology and also probably from your family system about being competitive, really wanting to win, never enough, all that. And then what you're going to do, you're going to have to shift it to where you recognize one profound thing. Ready? It's not about winning and losing. It's about performing. It's about, you know something, if I have an edge in my method, statistical, that if I get an edge in my head, what that really means is I'm focused on performing, not on the outcome. The truth is you do not control the outcome. You don't control winning or losing. But with training, you do control the mind that you bring into the moment of challenge. That, friends, is what we teach. Now, to do that, what you're going to have to start saying is, you know something? I have been evaluating myself as a human being, my value as a human being, with my performances, with whether or not I win or lose. If I win, I'm a big tease. I get all sorts of stuff. I get respect. I get all that. And I make money. I have power. I have safety from the unknown. Yeah. The problem is you don't control that. Now, when you lose in trading, what happens is that it's like that power is being taken away from you and you're freaking out to survive. When you win, you're feeling, I'm winning, look at me. I know how to dominate the environment. The truth is, if you're aligning your sense of being in the world, your value as a human being, with your performances, you're going to always have trouble in trading. Trading isn't about, it's about an edge that you extract more capital out of the markets than you give back in. But in that equilibrium, you're already talking about losing, giving back money into the system, and taking back out. Your job is to produce a mind that is independent of your performances. Your performances, let's just say you take a loss.
So again, right now, everybody's starting to still go short. For me, the main bias is short, but I can't go short. And I don't do anything regardless if you've been watching me trade for any time. Till it goes to this 21. The blue is just a filter. The yellow is my 21. I like when it hits into there. Especially now, I technically should not be going short since it passed, what level is this? Since it's past 16,808. I can't go short until I have an uptrend that gets a break, new extreme, then I can go back down. So again, very patient. That's why I'm always trying to find other stuff to do.
Tells you
and keep myself focused. Listen to this guy.
Is that you just produce failure. Now, when I say failure, what triggers in you? Nobody likes to fail. They want to win. They want to do all that. But the problem is this: your brain does not learn from success. That establishes and maintains patterns. It learns from failure. Take a look at Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's. He famously once quipped, "I failed my way to success." And friends, what I'm asking you to do
That's right, baby.
is to start really taking a good look. And then when you take that loss, recognize, wait a minute,
You ready?
is that about me? Or is that about a failure that opens up possibility for me to learn how to better adapt myself to dealing with uncertainty? Yeah, if you start saying, well, what's the failure here? What's opening up? And what you discover is most traders, what they've done, they have glued winning and not losing with their sense of mattering. Who they are in the world. If I win, if I'm winning money, if I've got money, I'm a somebody. Also, it equates to their sense of worth as a human being. Do you see how much power you're giving to?
That's right. Just key stuff, you know. I always keep these things in mind with myself. And like I tell everybody who comes into trading, who are you when you have $1,000? Who are you when you have $0? You know, this is gonna make big difference in your psyche in trading. You just have to kind of think the same, be the same. Okay, you might not 100% feel up to par the same sometimes, right? Like obviously if you're taking losses and like this is blowing up or this is going shitty, okay, you're not gonna feel 110%, but you can still think the same. Or you can, you know, use tools like, you know, meditating, breathing, getting it off you, that can actually help you. You know what I mean? To maybe get back to as close as possible to feeling good or feeling the same. You gotta practice those things. Like get yourself out the funk type of techniques. Because if not, you know, that could alter your whole thinking. You want to be confident even if you're going through a rough patch. And I know that's tough. That's definitely tough sometimes.
Something that you don't control. And yet at the same time, then you also see yourself as inadequate if you don't win. Actually, what I'm asking you to do is say, if I don't win, if I take a loss, what is that failure revealing to me? How is it going to help me produce being a better trader? It will teach you how to move away from the old fiscal belief that work hard and I'm going to make money and I'm going to have value as a human being to, no, I'm focused on performance. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to consistently perform so that my edge and method can extract more capital out of the markets and gives back. That's what we're looking for. But to do that, you're going to have to separate your value as a human being and your performances. The trading gods are notoriously horrible about that. How do you do that? Well, we teach a method. The process that I teach is rooted, first of all, in a fundamentally different understanding of emotion. And I welcome you to check out all my articles, from my book, all the interviews I've done, and explore what I mean by an emotion. I'll tell you this, it's not a feeling. It's a biological action potential that coordinates action between the environment, that would be the markets, and you, the trader, okay? So you're looking at it going, oh, right there. But then you go, well, if an emotion is also biological, we need to start learning how to use our biology as a way of calming down the emotion so we don't get so easily swept away when that trade goes against us. That's what we're really looking to do. And then we're going, okay, well, that's with breathing, learning how to diaphragmatically breathe, learning how to release tension. And what you'll discover is a stress signature has both a muscle tension part of it and it has a breathing component. You take away those, calm yourself down, you cannot maintain the sense of like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to fight for my life. That fight-flight response. You keep the threshold lower, you get your rational mind. Then mindfulness, powerful, is you need to be able to step back and recognize that you and your thoughts, you and your emotions, you and your beliefs are not one and the same.
Never ever the same.
Yeah. In fact, you don't have beliefs. They have you. You fell into them. They formed like the truth, even though they're just an assessment about the world. And they started creating your future, particularly under stressful things. Stepping back allows you to recognize who's running the show. And ultimately what you learn is that your brain is like a community of rival emotional programs that literally are competitive. They duke it out.
You know, that's crazy. He's like, you fell into your beliefs. I guess I read into these things a little differently sometimes. But like what I do, and I think about them is like, where did I even get my quote-unquote beliefs from? You know? And then you think it's like either the people you've been around when you're growing up or just, you know, the space you're in growing up and what you see even growing up until now in general, right? So it's like half the time they're not really yours. It's just like you're picking them up from everybody that's around you. You know? And you want your own. I want my own beliefs when it comes towards this. I think even if you come in here with the regular thinking, right, of, let's say, even cash, you wouldn't really have the correct mindset, I guess, to trade. Because then you know you're here to basically lose cash. And some people say throw it away or whatever. But you know, that normal thinking definitely wouldn't help you survive here. Like if you get in the trade and you're worried about the cash, like, oh man, every tick, like, you know, this and that, man, that's gonna be tough. So it's like you gotta reinforce new beliefs. See, I read my pamphlet every day, that's me reinforcing what I wanna, you know, going through my mind while I'm trading. But yeah, I think these are the keys to focus on. I'm always stressing these because, man, when you got nothing else, you can have these, you know? And a lot of people, I think, worried if trading's gonna work for them. Is it gonna be worth it? CYA then, like cover your ass, basically. Let's say trading doesn't work for you, right? No one wants to think about that, but let's say it doesn't. Wouldn't it be much, you know, worthy if at least I'm still learning stuff for myself, you know? Or like learning development of self and mind while I'm doing this, and then it works great. I'm a better person regardless. And I get, you know, and I have this skill, great. And I have the dream job or whatever that I want to do. It doesn't work, you're still a better person, and you know, these things can carry on to other aspects of your life to help you. One way or another.
Create a self that you've been calling you. It's just a construction of the self the brain's done at another time in another place. And it's not going to be effective for trading. Now, you get to there and you go, well,
like, what is good?
how do I start figuring out how to work around this? First of all, you're going to have to learn to develop the discipline, internal discipline. It lives within you, but you're going to have to find something a lot better than affirmations and visualization. I use memory reconsolidation as a foundation of going back into memory, pulling it back up into experience, and finding the discipline, finding the courage, finding the self-soothing, and the clear thinking that had to have happened to have gotten you through a tough situation where you had to be firing on all cylinders. I use that because it's factual. It's from direct experience. It's not wished for. And then at the same time, you are preparing all the time for the struggle, and you no longer turn away from the struggle. You no longer turn away from failure as, oh, an indictment about you. No, you see that failure as a source of learning, of growing into the human being that can be successful in managing uncertainty. You learn that I control performance. And by doing that, by getting that psychological edge, you drive your method edge, and you do become the person who extracts more capital out of the market than they give back. You have become an elite trader. Very few people would do what I've just described. And if you want to learn more, I've given you my process. If you want to learn how to do that process, read more, watch more of the YouTubes that I have. Go to my website, and at the bottom of it, get the book, or get the free book if you're not ready for that, still kicking tires. But then it really comes down, dedicate yourself to rebuilding the mind for probability management. There's no shame in that, friends. It's going to have to be done. And until you learn to do that, you're going to get stuck in firing these patterns. The moment you get challenged, fight, triggers, the mind you need for trading is gone, and it'll stay that way. Come and learn, friends. It doesn't have to be this way. You can build the mind. You can be captain of your own destiny. But it's going to take a little emotional lifting. And you're going to have to take a look at the beliefs that drive your performances, and you're going to have to rebuild them to become the human being that you can be. Friends, that's the ticket. Come and learn.
So again, major parts of trading. Like I said, I just think that is the major part of trading. I can listen to that all day. For me, ain't nothing going on, so I might as well. But yeah. So again, now I have a break. I have another little uptrend here, which has a break. I have a big downtrend, so I don't know if this is valid. But what I'm gonna do now is watch the EMA behavior. and I don't necessarily want to take, like, let's say I was sure this down move was over, I would maybe try to take a higher low to go back up, but because I'm not so sure, I'm just going to be patient and wait for a second entry short failure. If that happens, okay, then we can maybe disregard the big trend down. ES already also has a break new extreme. We didn't quite touch the 21, but you can see. Okay, so how do we know if we're on the right side? Draw the trend line, right? Come up here. I got a trend line. Let's see where it probably goes. Maybe like right here. I got a break, little new extreme. Technically. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I need to. Okay, this looks a little valid. Then we got overshoot. And that's why we start to have that ranging. This little part right here is what we call the brick, because it shoots through the backside on the ES trend line. Now we got a little range. So again, just showing you guys how I draw up some of the price. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. Oh yeah. Nina, I feel like that's the main focus. Like, I don't know. You guys could come here and, for example, you can literally look at my backdrop. And if you're already trading for some time, you can see my strategy, right? You can see that. So now, technically, you could even start trading my strategy without me if you have some idea of it already, right? But will you have the mindset it takes that we need to basically use that or execute that consistently? That's the difference, right? We can see it, we can talk about it, but will you be able to execute it? Can you execute your strategy if you're losing 10 in a row? Can you execute your strategy if you're winning 10 in a row? Still the same way without changing up anything. I always like to make that clear, you know? It's not just about your mindset when you're losing, it's also winning. Because it only takes one trade. One trade of too much confidence or one trade of little to no confidence to just turn your whole thing upside down, right? Just follow your plan. Write out your plan, follow your plan. Telling y'all I got my notebook. That's literally what I'm doing right now. Literally writing down. I'm either writing down how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. What do I notice that I don't? Maybe, you know, I'm not really liking that I shouldn't be thinking. This is a little interesting. We technically got a little break near extreme. If we get this lower high right here, maybe we could really go make this new extreme to the downside. We gotta see that come into play out though. Okay. Or maybe we have the break and retest to the upside. So you see, even if I'm looking for one thing, I still wanna kind of take a peek and look at the opposite, you know, play. Because I'm still potentially looking for the short, but I know I'm not the only one. And the easiest way to trap the shorts is bait them in right here, right? And then just bang, just come here and... Okay, so let's say people are looking for this down move, right? Back down to here. Because that's what I'm looking for. Back to break below here. easiest way to catch people right here is if we're trying to go short right here and bring it up. Alright? Got first entry. Don't want the double bar entry. Wait for the bar close. So alright, that would be the easiest way. Boom, come here, bounce, bring it back up. So still look at the other ways, even though you know what you're looking for. That's literally my strategy. When I'm looking to buy, I'm looking for sellers that are trapped. When I'm looking to sell, for example right now, I'm looking for these buyers right here to get trapped. Good signal bar, close below 51, something to think about. Need bar close though. Lower high. I might just try this one, I think. I'm trying to see something. I like when these bars just like push. You see this little wick right here, how it came back up? No, I don't like that. Still like the idea, but I could tell they're low-key turning this little area into support. So again, even though I want to take a short, that would be a little crazy now, right? I'm seeing the wicked up action. Got a first entry long, pull back. Technically, now we got a second entry long. Do we get that? Yo, Neil Wagwan. Do we get that double trap back to the upside? See what I'm saying? So again, I was ready to take the short, but because of my dual thinking, I'm like, I don't know. Even right now, I'm like, man, I low-key want to take the long now because first, second, we're below the 21. Yeah, 9 is below. We needed to cross back up. Now you see, if you look, EMAs are in the middle of the bars, so I would just rather stay clear of this now. If my 9 was above, I got a little clarity, I'd look to take this long back to this high. So maybe they're literally going to do this move, right? But I'm going to show y'all just how, yo, Shane Wagon, I'm going to show y'all just how patient I am. And we're going to start this 50K challenge tomorrow. Man, if y'all think we're about to take a lot of trades, y'all got another thing coming. I'm probably gonna take max per day 3 trades. Max. That is max. Per week, we might take like 10 trades. Might. I gotta let them know, yeah. I know everybody's coming for the trades. I promise you. I'm not the one. I'll sit here all day and wait. Yeah, that's a fact. And I mean, of course, the price is working and doing what I'm talking about right now, right? But it's not like that every day. So this could have easily worked and kept going higher. Okay, I still just, gotta sit out. That's just what it is. Even now, I'm still interested in the short. I'm just gonna sit out. They did one push higher, came back down, second push higher. Wicked double trap going on right here. This should give us some movement, Whoever went long a little too early got trapped. Whoever went short too early got trapped. Now the shorts are trying to come down and bring it back down. You just be patient. Just be very patient. Now, I'm gonna send in a breakdown today of what I'll be looking for the 50K, but who's here, you know, we can talk about it. We got $2,500, I think so, right? 50K? 2,500? Is it 2,500 or is it 3,000? Let's go with 2,500.
It's 3,000.
That's the profit goal, right? What's the drawdown? It's
Yeah, the drawdown is 25.
25. All right, yeah. So that's kind of my main focus, right? The drawdown. So with that, I'll divide that by like 200 or 300 because usually that's how much I risk per trade. So then I know I got maybe 12 to 8 trades, right? If it's 300, more like 8, 7. If it's 200, you can probably get like 12. That's what I want to keep in mind. Each eval, each whatever I'm taking, it's just really research and feedback for the trades, right? I got 12 trades. I'm gonna try to take the best 12 trades. Not the some of them some of them that. No, all of them gonna be A+. Just get in that rhythm. Also, if I'm risking 200, then I would really like to do. People say 1-to-1. I used to go for 1-to-1s when I was like just first scalping. Now it's just a little tough. I try to do 2-to-1 because the 1-to-1, it just don't add up sometimes. And then you really gotta have a high win percentage. Still want to have a high win percentage, but 2-to-1, that way you know you're really looking to double everything you're risking. So if I'm risking 2, I'm trying to get 4. If I'm risking 3, I'm trying to get 6. At least. I'm not trying to say I'm gonna close myself out the trade. It's just now I want to move my stop there. If I'm, you know, at the 600 mark or the 400 mark, who cares after that though? Because I got my 2-to-1. That's why it's more like process focused. I'm still looking to hold the trades as long as possible, but at the same time collect what I need to collect. So you can see this area is just getting gross, right? We're going down, we're coming up, we're going down. I got a 0 right here now, because this is my second attempt, so every second attempt I, you know, change my account back at that second account to 0. Because I had this top right here, we went higher once, came back down, went higher twice. That second time, that's my second entry long, failed, but I'm gonna mark it as my new high now. Can't really count from the lows because we keep taking out the lows, right? That's where you kind of have to pivot. But you can see, even though it didn't happen, they didn't blast out, they tried it. They tried it. Oh, I just realized my alert didn't even go off today. What's going on? I have a target area down at like 604. I think it seems like that's where we want to go. For 2 legs down from the leg down today, this little connection piece in the middle, second leg down, we should get to at least 663. But I also have this orange level. Must have been a 7:30 p.m. open from somewhere. Not sure which day. But patience, gang, patience. We've got some good ideas. Even this, right? Good idea. We wanted to get in on the short, but the clarity isn't there. For me, at least.
Peace and blessings, my brother. Peace and blessings.
Yo, peace and blessings, man. Yo, Happy New Year, brother, man.
Yeah, Happy New Year, my brother. Happy New Year.
Yes, sir. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm smooth out here.
Okay, okay. You got any plays today so far?
Nah, man. My setup wasn't there this morning, so I didn't trade. I looked, I said, oh, it's not there. My time frame wasn't in agreement. It'll be there tomorrow, though. I dropped.
That's right.
That's that work, Coach Neil. That's a win for you. He showed up.
Yeah, you know.
He showed up. No setup. He's not taking part. That's it.
Yeah, so it really saved me a lot of time just by not once it doesn't have an agreement on the 2 time frames I'm looking for confirmation on. If I don't see that agreement, I can just go ahead, keep it pushing. You know, go focus on the other things I need to focus on. So it saved me a lot of time.
I like that.
Around.
Yeah, it's like it's the same thing for me now, yo. I told you I started doing these alerts.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like when I'm hosting the floors, I'm watching the chart all the time, you know, like seeing what's going on all the time. But when I'm trading by myself now, I just put the alert and I'm just listening. Is it here?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Nope. All right. Nope. All right.
Nope.
I'm out.
Exactly. So that's my whole thing right there. Like, I was telling people last night, man, I get a market like a cool 4 hours or less. But if in general, if I go in the 4 hours not where I wanted to be at, it's not properly positioned.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste my time with it. So if the 4 and the 1 ain't lining up, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just call it a day and not give it no more time than that. But if need be, I'm not giving the market no more than 4 hours.
Yeah, no.
After that, I'm gonna push off.
Makes sense, bro. I think that definitely makes sense. I got my little time window from 9:30 to like 11:30ish. Then you know I come back on the same way, basically from like 12 to 2:30. That's it. No more after that.
Yeah, I like trading commodities, so typically my setup is there before the New York Open. So if it once the Open hit, I'm probably watching the market like around I say 8 o'clock Eastern time or whatever. So 8 to like 10. If it's not there by then, it's like alright, so you need to wait around no longer.
Yeah, and you said you be trading oil, or was that Jeff, yo?
Yeah. Nah, I'm trading oil.
Yeah, bro. I need to tap in because I seen the CL pop up for the contract change, and I told you I only trade the NQ and ES, but I want to check out the oil.
Pretty much, that's like one of my primary trading tickers is CL. I kind of, really just kind of shied away from like the NQ and ES and all those indices because of manipulation, right?
Yeah.
But in general, I primarily trade that because I know the setup is there. I can actually command what I want. So if I say, hey, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I typically get, is very fixed. So I just go in there like that. If anything else, I feel like I have to fight more, strategize more, or just kind of be more meticulous how I want to put the trade on. So I'm like, all right, less effort. I'm down with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, bro. Effortless. You're not doing anything anyways.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm like, all right, let's keep it smooth. I don't want to have to fight for the ticks. So if I said, it's a clean little setup here. I know I should do X, Y, Z. As long as these conditions are met, it's smooth. Right? Oh, well, who cares?
Yeah, man, that's it. And there you go, too, yo. That's my thing. When I make it more effortless, like I'm not watching the chart the whole time the trade's on, or I'm not hovering over it. Then, man, if I take a win or a loss, it's like whatever. But if I'm 100% invested, like I'm gonna watch it and that's gonna make it work. Oh, oh.
Nah, you gotta work.
That's the part it gets tricky.
I know. Been here all day.
Right, you've been here watching all day.
I've been waiting for you all day. I've been listening to I'm waiting to trade the whole entire day. I've been waiting all day for this. That big deal, my missing.
Oh, nah.
I got choked. Oh man, yo, that trade did not play out the way I thought it was. I think I messed up on managing it or something like that, but I was already mentally fatigued about sitting there and waiting and staring at it all day long. My damn fatigue levels kicked in. I was just like, all right, I don't even got the energy for this. So
yeah, bro. You don't need to be doing it.
Yeah, exactly, right? But I was like, oh, it's finally here. It's finally here. Like, come on, now. I could have set an alert. went on about my business, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna camp out. I was
Hello?
like, yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Like, nah, that was a mistake. But, you know, you live and learn.
Okay, baby, you gotta restart it. You know I can't deal with that right now. You hear me? You gotta restart it.
So, Terrence, you
Got
know,
it. No, but like I said, I'm on the floor. I can't deal with that right now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what just happened. You hear me though?
that's now you went on mute, like when I guess he was about to respond, boom.
Oh shoot, yeah. Nah, bro. Like I said, yo, you seem like you figuring it out. That's the same way. It's just the end of this year I started figuring out how to use all the alerts and all that stuff.
Now, in general, I normally be busy throughout the day, so I always had to kind of rely on alerts to kind of, like, you know, let me know when to come back, because I'm actively doing something, right?
Yeah.
But it's some days I'll be like, I ain't got nothing to do, so I can actually sit here and wait and watch, but those be the worst days, because staring at the screen all day, especially staring at my phone and stuff like that, trying to look at them charts, your eyes get blurry, you get sleepy, you know, you just start burning out, like,
They start baiting you in. Everything looks good.
oh man. So I don't even think it's they anymore. I think it's me at that moment.
You start baiting
They ain't had
yourself
nothing to
in.
do with it. Yeah, I was like, man, that didn't look about right. Look about right. Why not? I've been here all day.
Oh yeah. And now you think
Yeah,
it owes you something.
Yeah.
You've been waiting, so it owes you. You're like, oh nah. Oh nah.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, man. I said, man, you gotta do something all day. I've been here all day, man. Can't get nothing. It's
Yeah, man. I used to think that too. You know, you think about it like it's like work. And I always try to tell people this is like the complete opposite thing. Cause you go to work, you show up, you gonna expect to get paid. You put in your time,
yes.
you gonna expect to get a return. You do everything right at work, you expect, you know, everything to go smooth. Not here.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Saying it.
It's about
Nah.
it's about what you get in and exit. It's not about what you watching. It's not about how much time you put it in. Oh man.
So the target may not be there till tomorrow. That'll be like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let you smooth out. Like on Realist Tuesday, market just opened back up, people just not getting back. Right? I'm like, nah, I'm ready to let you go and smooth yourself out. I got too much news the first week of the year. I'm like, I feel this, take the first week off, let it smooth out, and let them kind of set the tone. I'm like, that's all good.
Never a bad idea.
Yeah, you know, while I'm in a restaurant.
Bro, come back and get some clarity.
Oh, look at that spot dropped.
Oh no.
Fucking sunlight. You don't see me? Yeah, I did take God to my dad to rise. So you want to come to this stupid man.
No, you go over there. Go and go look up in there.
I never meet them in a day.
Man. As you guys hear, guys, and see, we just here cooling. You know, I put on another Randy Howe. Let's see, maybe this one about, yeah, discipline when urgency strikes. Oh shoot, okay.
One of the most common problems for alphas, you know, the winner, the one that wants to win, highly competitive, is that before they get into trading, they're quite successful. They've built good businesses. They've made things happen.
Here we
They
go.
have a right to believe that
We're just talking about this, trying to make it happen. Not here.
what they're doing is winning. They know how to win. They have that success formula and they can do it over and over again. Then they get into trading. Everything changes there. Suddenly, literally what used to be useful for them, that will, that stamina, that will to win and not lose, whatever you do, blows up in their face. And here's the case in point. I worked with a guy a couple years ago. He was what I would call a successful serial entrepreneur. He, over time, has done really wonderful stuff. He had built his business up, and it just so happens that in one of these businesses, he sold for cash. And out of cash, okay, he was sitting there talking to his brother. And his brother, basically, he and my client came to the moment of realizing that trading was a capital-intensive business. Now, to this guy, he looked at it and said, well, I've got the capital. I got lots of that. All I need to do is learn how to trade like a business, and then I've got the whole thing. I've got it all together. This is going to be great. Well, 4 years later, that's not happening. What's happened is this, is he came to the moment of where his winning ways, when he brought them to trading, he wanted to control outcome. He wanted to win. And for God's sake, he didn't want to lose. Yet, the problem in trading versus the rest of the world is this, is you don't have control over winning or losing. As a matter of fact, you have to change the whole notion of what it is to win or lose. Because winning to a trader just means landing on the wrong side of probability. You know, to an entrepreneur, a businessman, alpha, it means, oh my God, I have to be more competitive. Losing to a trader is just simply landing on the wrong side of probability. No big deal. To an alpha, it means a lot. It's something about me personally. I can't lose. I hate losing. And consequently, they end up blowing a lot of stuff by chasing losing.
That's why you take yourself out the equation. Take yourself out of your setup. Take yourself out of how you get in. Take yourself out of how you get out. You know, use the chart and use the price. And man, the more you take yourself out, then that should naturally help you, you know, not tie or attach it to yourself or your worth. Just keep tricking yourself, basically, in a nice way.
Throwing good money after bad.
I like to say, not that special. That's my favorite.
Yo, hold on, you breaking up a little bit. What you say?
I always say, I tell people, you're not special. You're not the exception. Everybody loses.
Everybody lose.
You're not. That's what it is.
Everybody lose.
You're not special. That's why I say, hey, listen, you're not special. Cut it out. You're not special.
You said cut it out. Stop throwing a tantrum. Yeah, you're right. And like, just zoom back out, right? Zoom
That's
out.
all it is. That's pretty good. Yeah, and, you know, I don't care how much you're winning over here. Don't care about all the fancy titles you accumulated. You're not special here.
Nope.
Everybody loses.
Right. We see it. It's like we showing up to the same job interview or workforce. Everybody got the same degree here. No matter how many you got outside of here. Everybody, we got the same thing, right? Show up, get paid, or show up, pay your dues. It's either one.
What I want to do is I want to take you through an experience of where the alpha is really beginning to come to grips with himself. He's this successful guy who's been in business, and he's come into trading, and he's got the capital. He's just going to learn how to trade, right? Wrong. He meets me because he's blown up a lot of accounts and blown up significant capital. So here we are, and I'm watching him, and here's what happens. He enters a trade. Understand, this guy knows how to trade. Knows how to trade. And yet, he does his charting, he gets ready, the charts come up, and he begins waiting. Waiting and waiting. Tick, 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 tick. And then about 2 minutes into waiting, maybe 5 minutes, what you would see him, he would be getting bored. And that boredom, he starts saying, well, let me go look around. Let me just look around, just see what's going on while nothing's happening. Do you see this logic going? Okay. The hijacking is already underway. and he doesn't even know it. He's just bored. You can go find some stuff, checks out some different markets. He sees some pretty exciting stuff. And before you know it, he has this urgency. I'm just going to take this trade right here while I'm waiting on this other stuff. And then he gets in. Of course, it's not in his trade plan. Of course, it's just something where, boom, and all of a sudden it turns against him. It's turning around. And he says, well, I can't lose. I can't let myself lose. Add. And before you know it, before the smoke clears, he's blown the account.
Dead.
What I want you to see, where this problem begins, is the notion of winning and losing. Now, to your caveman brain, very active in your trading mind, okay? Unless you know how to work with it.
That's why we use those cues, right? And just watching ourselves. In normal human susceptibility. No, that's normal human mind, what he's like keep explaining. That was the crazy part when I started listening to this guy. His main thing is always reminding you that your normal way of thinking, your normal mind, your normal outlook, that's just not gonna work. And when you hear that, you be like, what the hell does that mean? What am I supposed to do? You know? And he tries to show you how you just gotta curve that perspective. It's like in a normal world, you touch something, you get burned. I always like using, you touch something, you get burned. You're not gonna touch it again. But in trading, it just burned you like 5 minutes ago. If it's what you take and it shows up again, you gotta go grab it again, right? That's not normal thinking. Just keep remembering little stuff like that to help you do that dual thinking.
Trading brain, winning means I get status. I get to feed. I get to live another day. Losing, okay? Losing, wow. That means you are literally becoming somebody's meal, and you don't want that. You'll fight against that. And when you see guys really, when they start losing, it hits that stop, and you start moving it and stuff like that, what they're doing literally in the primitive brain, they are fighting for their lives. The thinking brain never had a chance. So here's this guy, okay, and he wants to win, and he's proven it, and he doesn't want to lose, and he's highly competitive. What he's doing is he's trying to prove himself mattering by winning and accumulating money. That money becomes representational to his power, to his mattering, to his worth, to his competence, okay? And all of a sudden, he's always been able to control it, but now, no, he doesn't control losing. And he panics. It goes on tilt. And he starts doing really what a caveman would do. He no longer is in his trade. He's no longer in his plan. He's gambling. And the trading gods just don't really get into that at all. They don't get into gambling. So what you're seeing here is just the attitude, the mindset about winning and losing set this guy up. Then he gets into the trade, okay? And he's having to wait. Now he sees it as, I've got to be trading, okay? And what he is, as a hunter, he's a stalker. He's going after the prey. He's making things happen. When in fact, that's the alpha stuff that works so well in the other world. But in the world of trading, stalking is dangerous. No, what you do is you become an ambush predator, where you wait for the market to give you something. And while you're waiting, you convert that boredom to patience. You practice patience, and you recognize that patience is probably one of the biggest skills that you're ever going to develop. The alpha has a very hard time with that because they're not patient. They want to make things happen. They have been able to be very action-oriented and success-oriented, and then they get into trading and discovering trading is really sitting around and waiting a lot to see what the markets will give you, not going out and making things happen. What I want you to see is the mindset, the winning and losing mindset, and really not wanting to lose, okay? Gets him in a lot of trouble. Well, what is a guy like this to do? Well, ultimately, he's going to have to retrain his brain about what it is to win and lose. Winning, he has to recognize he does not have power over that. You may or may not win. I mean, look, when you're trading, if you only lose 50% of the time, you've done really well. The whole key is How can you lose and to keep it small, okay, so that you don't lose capital? When you finally see that your guess, your hypothesis was wrong, what happens? The trading mind just simply backs out, realizing if I stay in there, I'm gambling. Not so for the alpha mind, though. The alpha mind looks at that, it starts losing. I got to work harder. I got to push harder. Okay? This is what has to change. You have to become an incredibly good loser to keep them small, and you realize that what you're doing is you're trading to live another day, and you're looking with a long-term view. The alpha looks at a short-term view, saying all this aggression comes from caveman. Push, 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 because it was a dangerous world. You had to push, you had to believe that you could make things happen. You even created a bias that said you were in control bias. And when you apply it to trading, it doesn't work. Ultimately, this guy that we're talking about, he's gone through that, he's realized it's really shifted for him, and he recognizes he can't think that way anymore. So, here's what happens with this guy. He ends up learning how to practice patience. He starts noticing that the boredom is actually a sign that he's actually accessing something that feels uncomfortable. Doing nothing, okay, lets stuff start swelling up that makes him feel uncomfortable. And what this guy comes to really recognize, that he's trying to prove to someone that he matters by making money, okay? For instance, I don't have a business if it weren't for a bunch of guys in their 40s, 50s, and 60s that were not still trying to prove to one parent, usually the dad, that he mattered. But he didn't get that kind of approval, and now he's out trying to prove it. Or grew up in a competitive family where the whole thing was to win, okay? And you have to go, well, what I have to do first is establish patience and be comfortable in that patience, okay? And there's a whole school of being it, the way you breathe, the way you hold tension, the way you manage the mind that you bring to the watchfulness required to be a good trader. That's a big movement for an alpha to make, okay? So that's the first step. You start redefining that, and you recognize you don't have control over winning. What you do have control over is the mind that you bring into the moment of performance. What they have to learn, the alpha, they have to learn that winning really is about your performances. Yeah. If you perform really well, if you win the performance game, the likelihood of your edge falling in your favor grows exponentially. If you have to win to matter, to get money to prove you matter, then you're setting yourself up to gamble, to not be able to control what is uncontrollable. So that first thing, as you say, the very first thing is I have to focus on performance. That's what that psychological edge of what you can control, the mind you bring to the moment of performance, gives your edge in trading the room it needs to operate. So there you go. You're looking at this guy and you're realizing that he has to decide to change. He comes to the point after a lot of painful stuff as he realizes that the mind that I brought to trading is not going to be the mind that produces success in trading.
That's crazy, right? For me, that's pretty crazy because you could spend your whole time then learning a strategy. You could learn a strategy for a whole year, 2 years, but if you don't be working on the mindset at the same time, you're basically in the same place. You might be in a place to hurt yourself even more because you'll see what you're supposed to take and maybe you don't take it, or you see what you're supposed to do and you just don't execute on it simply because your mind isn't caught up with, the progress of the strategy you learn. So I always, I keep doing today, and I'm gonna keep doing this every time I have a floor, just reinstate. Mindset, mindset, mindset. You cannot have a strategy and have the mindset and learn the strategy and then probably have more success than some people. You have that base mindset, that's a good core start.
In his case, what we did we went from saying, okay, you're not going to be a gunslinger anymore, going in and making things happen. I can do this and I can do that. But the energy of that, we wanted that, but we wanted it to evolve. We wanted it to evolve to become a sniper, a patient sniper, where the victim never even knows. Not a big show.
Ambush predator.
Just patient, waiting for the setup to come, taking that moment, boom, just like that. That's what he had to learn to do. He had to convert that energy of stalking to ambush. Okay? It's more work to produce that than it just sounds like in my words, because ultimately when you start changing the beliefs in the neural network, you're not interchanging. It's not like a computer system where you change the programming, or you take one part in, you put in another, or something like that. No, you're taking your brain as an organic substrate, and you are encouraging to build new neural pathways. It takes time, okay? It takes effort. It takes also recognizing that you have to become the designer, the director that shapes the mind you bring to trading. And this guy, he recognizes no matter how successful that mind was at another time in another place, it's not going to work in trading. It's a different environment, okay? Like the African lion's a stalker, and they work in teams to take down really big animals. They also take a lot of injuries, a lot of capital loss, okay? You pair that to the American cougar, where he climbs up a tree and waits very patiently, and you would look at him, he's just sitting there, it looked like he's sleeping. No, he's watchful wakefulness, waiting for the forest to give him something to pounce on. And then, if he were to miss that deer, he will not chase the deer. He just lets it get away, he climbs back up, he takes that small loss, and he comes back up and sits for the next. That's the transition. We're not asking you not to become the alpha that you are. We're asking that you take that alpha and teach it and evolve it so that it can become alpha, the apex predator, in a new environment, okay? If you want to learn more about how to really take the alpha in you, we don't want you to not be alpha, but we want to teach the alpha how to evolve, to become the kind of mind that it needs to produce the kind of success that it seeks in trading. That's where the magic is. Come to the website, look further, look deeper, read the article, okay? Really explore the offerings, because ultimately there comes a moment where knowledge is never enough. There's plenty of knowledgeable traders that as soon as money's real, they can't trade, the knowledge goes out. What we're looking at is see that knowledge, but then start looking about how you go about changing the mind, the brain that engages the uncertainty. That's what our work is all about. Redesigning the brain that engages uncertainty. We want a disciplined, impartial mind, not a winning mind, okay? That's what we're looking for. So, I wish you well. Come to the website, take a look.
Man, like I said, my guy be dropping major keys. People think you want to come here with a winning mind. No, disciplined mind. I used to think I would be good. Like even now, you guys have seen me all day today. I haven't taken one trade. Past me? No way. I would have probably taken like 3 trades already just to try something because I was sitting here. But then also that's why the experience helps, right? You go through it, it happens, you see the results. What's the website? You know, I'm not sure what his website is. Damn, I don't know. Look up Randy Howell on YouTube though. I'll type his name. I think this is his name. Should probably be on his YouTube page. But yeah, like I said, great guy. And I've never went on the website. I've just like, I don't know, you don't have to be spiritual to do these things, it's just like, yo, you want better for yourself and just more in connection with your body. So focus on your breathing, right? I mean, that's simple enough, but like even when I first used to trade, I would record myself and see that I'm not breathing. That's a little weird. I'm just sitting here like just looking at what could possibly happen. You know, then you get nervous, or you just feel like it's building up all that activity. So just breathe, get it out the whole time. While I'm in the trade, I'm always I have so many reminders around myself, but I myself in my head am thinking positive, just stay calm. Already saying to myself, doesn't matter what happened with this one trade, over and over again. Always seems like it's just so easy to push the button, but I can't stress that enough. That is not what this is about. Well, even now I don't see much. We got like 5 minutes. I got another trend line. Let's see if it hits off here and we get something. If not, I'm calling it that for the rising session. Keyboard where?
Where's it work?
But I don't see you using. What was that? Used to
Fall
work.
upon the Lord of the Neda. You don't see me.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Let me call the police. Alright. I'm not going anywhere. Look, I'm getting off.
What do we need to see right here to potentially get in?
See that?
One more break down, one more break up. Okay. That's cool.
Yes, nice. Yo, feel.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I like the little drawing pad. That's just how it goes, yo. Peace out, peace out. That's just how it goes. Nice and patient. If nothing else from this 50K challenge, y'all will learn patience. And I'll send that in later, that breakdown later. See what works for you guys. But just be smart. This whole challenge is just a period of time for us all to be surrendering to our process together. We don't even all have to have the same process, right? But surrender together. Makes it a little easier. That way you know you're definitely not by yourself. There's other people doing this at the same time. Okay, some accounts might blow up, we might blow up the account, but again, CYA, make sure you're learning something along the way. Make sure you get something back for your work. Oh. 5 more minutes. Yeah, just a little staggering though. And every time we get to the 20, every time I reload the day-to-day, like the last trend line I drew, they just throw it out the window. Okay, see what I mean? Terrible signal bar. Yes, I want to sell. I've been looking to sell all day. Am I going to sell this bar? No. By the time it's here.
Was there a good one at 1025?
1025. Kind of.
I hit the 21 turn red.
Yeah, kind of. The only reason I didn't want to take it because I still got this break of downtrend, new extreme. Not really looking to go short. But yeah, I like that one. The 1025 is definitely a decent one. Not too big of a risk either. 52, 59, like 7 points. So we maybe had, like Coach Amy said, the one at 10:25. I haven't seen anything else all day besides this trade here at like 5:53 a.m. Haven't seen anything else.
The move that originated this downtrend.
Mm-hmm. That break and retest was clear as day. See this little white uptrend. If we would have just had one of these bars break below, and we get this break new extreme, that would have been perfect. This little red bar would have been perfect, but we didn't get the rest of it. And we break back above the 21, even at least if we had stopped.
Yeah, so just the new extreme is missing from there, right?
Yeah. Technically, I guess they gave it to us because they're saying this little break is in your.
There's the break, yeah.
But we just broke right there, turned back. I guess we got a little test off here, but you know, after this big push, I want to see everything else align for sure. And you guys, you know, not everybody is. I'm sure not a lot of people are trading my strategy. They're trading their strategy, but it doesn't matter. Just be as particular with your setup. You know, that's what's gonna get you where you want to be. Coach Amy knows. She says I want perfection towards my setup. Not the rest of it perfection, but I do want to see everything tick off the box.
Look at me, that's in my face.
Some days it takes a while, but man, we will get one that all aligns. Two minutes. But yeah, good stuff, guys. You know, I hope you guys are ready for the 50K challenge. We'll start that tomorrow at 9:30. I'll drop a link. Let me see. I don't know.
Did you drop the sale?
Yeah, I'll try.
You dropped the selling.
I'll try to drop it, but hey, we've been waiting for this. Apex like, yeah, no more sales ever again. All right. Hey, don't matter, E-Money Bags. If you started today, that means, you know, hopefully it worked out for you. And hopefully, you know, you're one step ahead already. Not a bad thing. Let me drop this link. So if you guys gonna get these 50K, $600 for the day. All right, E-Money Bags. Now, remember, everything I say is from my perspective. You just said you think you're done for the day. Why is that a thought? If you make $600 somewhere else, are you gonna risk it or give it back? Or you would be done for the day? If you go out and you work right now for $600, if they gave that to you, would you want to do more work? Or would you be good for that pay for the day? There you go. All right, everybody. Yo, I just got to... And then everybody be like, yo, what you mean? I'm like, yo, I got to ask you. That's how you figure it out, you know? I got to ask you. But that's that 50K link for Apex. Hey, anytime, if you want to do it somewhere else, I don't care where you do it. Just get that 50K or get an account like it and join. If you don't want to, get on Sim and you could make a Sim account equal to 50K and then you could do the same thing in practice. But you know, I don't encourage Sim trading at all. Ever. Especially if you got prop firms that you could then possibly get paid from. Don't make sense to me. But hey, do whatever you can. Just join the journey and join the discipline, you know. It's 11 though, so I'm out for Apex. Do you sign up for Rhythmic or Ninja Trader Traderbait? No, it all depends. I use NinjaTrader. Obviously, if you're just starting and you're just like, not sure, you don't know what to do and all that stuff, just do Tradeovate because it's easy to just pop up the web browser and get your login.
I
If
prefer Tradeovate because it integrates with I'm sorry, not Thinkorswim. It integrates with TradingView,
yeah,
so you can use it there. But I also use NinjaTrader because what's his name? Coach Roach converted me.
yeah. I just use NinjaTrader because I like the the alerts and the self-trailing stuff. I don't know if it does it in Tradeovate. It still could, but that's just why I use it here.
The trail stuff I said.
Yeah, like I could trail my stop. I could put my alerts on. I have a whole bunch of ATMs and other stuff. I don't necessarily know that in Tradeovate, but I'm sure you can. If a whole bunch of people though need to go through like a NinjaTrader setup, let me know. I could do a quick class or something about that one day, or just even before we start the challenge, I could maybe do it later, real quick at like 6:30 p.m. So just let me know. Yeah, okay, Jeffrey. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, NinjaTrader is what's up, man. But Tradeovate they're all the same thing. You just gotta know how to work them. But I appreciate you guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Let's go, guys. See you.
Peace.
Peace out.